Hey everybody, that was an awkwardly long pause that you guys didn't participate in. This is Vaginal Fantasy. What is Vaginal Fantasy, you might ask? Good question. It's a book club where we talk about books that are the vaginal fantasy type. And if you don't know what right?
Yes.
Pretty self-explanatory, you guys.
Yeah.
If you're one of those, yes.
Also known as romance books.
Yeah, romance books with fantasy in them. Not fantasy as in your fantasies, but they might be. Maybe. But fantasy as in maybe a sword.
There could be some overlap.
I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to leave it open for anybody's fantasies to overlap with a sword or a
dragon,
a dragon or a spaceship or whatever the hell. Steampunk something or other. Anyway, and I'm really excited. So if you wanted to join in, you just go to goodreads.com/vaginalfantasy, which is the book club central, where we have amazing people online talking about the books that we read, other books, alt books, rereading other things. Awesome, awesome stuff. And my co-hosts, who always join me for the last, 5 years, you guys?
I think it's like 50 years now.
Yeah.
50 and a half years. We'll be doing this when we're in AARP.
Yes.
It's Kyla Caseby.
Hi. I moved again. So, and you know how I do that all the time.
But you're still in the Northwest.
I'm still in Oregon.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in Washington.
I don't know why you thought that.
I don't know.
Because I'm in Sutherland. And so you thought the S, and then you thought that meant Seattle.
That's it.
That's totally it. And here's Veronica Belmont, our other host, besides Bonnie Burton, who I skipped over, but I'll go back. Hi, Veronica.
Hello. I got home so late I didn't have a time to grab any alcohol, so I'm
go get some.
stone cold sober.
Go get some.
I got a sinus thing too. All right. I'll get some bourbon. I'll be back with some shakes.
Yeah, that's okay. Go get inebriate yourself.
Yeah.
Bonnie Burton is our third co-host. She's super awesome. Everyone's a little bit blurry to me. I think it's my connection. I'm trying to stream on my PC, which I thought I was set up for streaming video games, and I think I need to hardwire it in, even though the router that I just installed is right behind the computer. Got to be a hardwire, you guys. How are you, Bonnie?
I am fine, and you are also blurry, but I think it's because I started drinking bourbon earlier.
Wow, how much bourbon are you into right now?
I don't know. This is Us glass. I don't know if you watch that show.
I love that.
This is Us. How do you have a glass from that?
That's perfect, because then you cry drunk.
I think it's because I'm friends with one of the actors on the show, and so he sent me this weird gift package that has like everything they have on the show. So it's like all these like glasses and a little like blanket and bath salts and all this stuff.
Can you say which guy?
I'm just so confused.
Milo Ventimiglia.
You're friends? What? You're friends with Jess?
Yeah, he's really nice. He's a very cool dude. Yeah.
Someone says that somebody's echoing.
Is it me?
No,
who doesn't have their earphones in?
No, I have my earphones in, but it's probably me because I don't have I couldn't find my snowball mic because I don't hear, look, everything looks together, right? Okay, this is the rest of the house right now. So that's what's happening. Look, I'm finishing my degree. I have a toddler, and I'm trying to move in.
You don't have to explain. My apartment, it looks nice on this end, but I've got piles of books everywhere. It looks like I kidnapped a librarian.
Morris, I just can't stop ordering stuff from Amazon because we're living in the middle of nowhere, and it's how I am making this okay for myself. Because I bought all new furniture and all new stuff, and one of those cat litter things that does it itself. It's amazing. It's changed my life.
Wow. Everyone says it's me. Why is it me? It's not me. I have my earphones in.
You do sound a little.
Is it because you're in a really big room?
I don't know. Does this sound better? Does this sound better when I get the mic way close?
That sounds better. Now do some, pretend like you're doing my hair.
No, don't do those.
I'm doing your hair right now. I'm just gonna stroke you and maybe curl. Put a curl right here.
Oh.
I am. I'm on a new fancy mic, Toronto gal. Hey, how are you? I miss you.
Yeah, it's a weird echo.
It's like you're talking in. Oh, now everybody has an echo.
Because I'm closer. What do I do?
I don't know. Felicia controls the world. I don't know what's going on.
You know what's funny? It would not be. Oh God, it's a really bad echo. It would not be Vaginal Fantasy unless we were all having technical.
Is that better though? Wait,
yeah.
I changed
it. That's better.
Change
That's
the
better.
pattern.
I don't know
This
what
is
you
a
guys
brand
talking
new.
about. I'm fine. I'm great.
Don't hit yourself with the mic.
No, it's a really phallic
Got a
looking
couple
mic
balls,
too, you
though.
guys. Look at
All
this.
right, look, I got your balls for you.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's like a
Wow.
guy who's just a dick.
Wow.
That is a giant dick microphone.
Maybe
I know.
this is a whole.
Hey.
This is a whole
I
other.
think it's
fantasy.
called a cocrophone.
Cockerphone. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's
I
appropriate
can't
for
judge
this.
anything.
not a
I said
microwave.
I said kneel to grab biceps tonight.
Why? What? Are you having a stroke?
So I can't judge anyone's puns or wordplay or whatever. So
Okay, the echo
Yeah.
is cured, guys. So it was some kind of
Yay.
setting on here. So
Okay, cool.
Mike has some girth. It's true taste. Hey, what's everybody? Everybody missed Toronto Gal. Sean Sandalook is in the. He is the preeminent vaginal fantasy moderator, and he keeps us organized and on time, and he's wonderful. Big shout out to Sean. What is everybody drinking tonight? Okay, so Veronica went to go get some bourbon.
I did. Well, I actually got hibiki, Japanese whiskey, because it was the easiest one to grab very quickly.
That's
Which is
wait,
not a good way to decide when
your-
you.
Put
Oh,
your glass up because that's a really cool glass.
thank you. These are actually like kind of a well-known like whiskey glass company whose name is escaping me right now. But they're all beautifully blown glasses.
Yeah, blown.
beautifully
blown. That should be a name of one of our book
Uh,
clubs.
Yes.
Yes.
But my mom got
Beautifully
these
blown.
for me for Christmas, which I thought was nice.
Oh, she has good taste. What about you,
Yeah.
Bonnie? What have you? Oh, so you've been drinking bourbon as well,
Oh,
Bonnie.
but it's special bourbon. It's the Johnny Walker Black Label Director's
Whoa.
Cut Blade Runner.
Oh, I have that
Whoa.
too. I was going to show it off.
Yeah, so
What?
this is-
I
this
got
is
one
the
too, but I
box.
was like, well, I can't drink it.
Fuck you
because I have-
guys.
This is
Look, I
it.
got it for free.
This is really making me because
Yeah.
I can't.
I am the only one
Look
who
at
does
this.
this. Well, I guess this counts. Whatever.
I know. I don't know why I get
Yeah.
free things. I never show them off because I'm like, I'm not going to whore your awesome thing you gave me that I love.
I'm a huge whore when it comes.
Although I'm whoring right now. Hey,
Yeah.
I love this. If I was not breastfeeding, I would be into this like
See?
Flynn.
Blade
Yeah.
Runner, and then they sent.
Yep, it's beautiful. It's actually one of the best things I've gotten for free. You know,
Me too.
honestly.
And
That is amazing.
And then they sent a director's cut recipes, cocktails of
Yeah.
the future. So they have one called Ode to Dreams, another one called Penicillin
2049, which looks great because it has clarified lemon juice, honey syrup, and ginger sensory cloud.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Bless
yeah.
Johnny Walker.
You know, Veronica, you just come over here anytime and you could drink my alcohol.
But the principle is that you got it for free and she didn't. I think.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but I bet you get other stuff for free, and I don't get it.
I literally, my entire room is just filled with books that I will never have time to read.
I
My
know.
entire desk covered in books. My entire floor covered in books. So it's like, it's
But you
like
can't throw them
basically
out.
to build
It's like,
a
oh
second
yeah,
house out of
I'm gonna
books.
totally read this one day,
I
right? You get them in
understand.
like,
Yeah, I don't know what list I got, but Inkshares sends me like
Oh, yeah.
they sent me 3 copies of the same book, so I've got
I
like
get 3
50
copies
books.
of God in the Shed.
Yes,
Yeah.
but a lot of these books I do read.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, he was a sword and laser author, so I thought that was why I did. But I can't explain that for you. But you're an influencer, so they
Well-
like
oh,
influencer
quote unquote
things.
influencer.
I do. I think I got this stuff because either because I'm a sci-fi advisor now, or because
You're basically Sean Young in the flesh.
Oh, I wish. Though
Yeah.
she's kind of crazy.
I heard, I mentioned that last night.
Yes,
So I watched,
yes,
okay, confession time.
You
Yeah.
saw it.
Bachelor. You watch The Bachelor.
I watched,
Dune?
damn, I can't
Did
believe
you watch
Sword and
Dune?
Laser listeners know this.
Okay.
I saw Blade Runner for the first time last night.
Did you like
Oh.
it?
I did. It was beautifully shot.
Hey, can I just say that I've never seen it either?
Oh, okay.
And I'm
going
gonna
to
watch it. I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I cannot wait. I felt like such an asshole though, really.
No. I mean, it's my all-time favorite movie. I mean, I love it more than Star Wars. I love it more than everything. And I have it memorized because I used to watch it every night before bed. That used to be kind of like my routine to like relax. And I've cosplayed as Rachel the Replicant, and I've also like gone to so many Halloween parties as her. But honestly, like I just love the movie because it's beautifully shot. It's the
I
sound.
can't wait to see it, but I want to see it in a theater in LA. Like I might get a babysitter and be like, "Hey, watch this movie," because I'm going
But
out.
also, I saw Blade Runner 2049, and it's also very good.
I'm seeing it tomorrow night. Yeah, that's why I wanted to see the original first because I
Yeah,
didn't.
and
Oh, I have to. Yeah.
and there was animation.
Okay.
An anime short was also released that was really good. I'm sorry, Kyla.
What, Kyla?
Nothing. It's fine. Keep going forever.
No. We'll get to you. What are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Kyla? Are we drinking your Tang thing?
It's not that. I'm just very sad. You got all the free things, and then you're all talking about. I'm like, I saw Blade Runner when I was 5.
You saw it when you were 5?
That's a bad idea, seems
I don't think that sounds like a good thing.
It was not good parenting, okay, but still, I
saw Aliens when I was like 7, and I was so traumatized. I had to sit in the lobby.
How old were you when you saw Aliens?
7. My mom took me, and I was like so terrified. I just hung out in the lobby the whole time.
I was a little bit older. Babysitter took me, but I remember I demanded that we get a cat that looked just like Jonesy because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so Chewy Sugar brings up a good point. I have read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, so I feel like I have that cred part of this.
You do.
Yeah.
We all have enough cred. You know what? Everyone's got cred.
All the cred.
I don't got to prove shit to nobody.
I know that I've read a lot of things that other people who have seen Blade Runner have not read or seen. Okay, so whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Last Hour of Dan.
Yeah.
Well,
we read that.
Here's the thing about Blade Runner fans. They're not like Star Wars fans or Star Trek fans. They're very welcoming. And I'm not saying Star Wars and Star Trek fans aren't, but they get a bit snobby.
I think you just say that. I think that makes exactly what you just said, Bonnie.
I know. I feel bad now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard
time. But I mean, they're very like. There's so much to grab from Star Wars and Star Trek. Whereas Blade Runner, it's always been just the short story and the one movie and a video game.
Yeah, it's not like you need to be immersed in it, you know, or have it on your walls a mural.
You know.
Yeah, by the way, guys, I bought coasters that are so cute. Look at it. They're mermaids. There's a mermaid with a conch shell, and then there's a mer guy with a bottle of booze.
Oh my God! You get those.
Aren't they adorable? I don't know. I went in a tchotchke shop because I was working and I was in a hotel room for 3 weeks with a baby, and I basically just bought things all the time. I don't know when to look at my credit card bill because
you're like me.
I had to get out of the house, you guys, because the baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, but this was worth it. I bought myself something.
Well, see, I did the same. I mean, for no reason. I'm like, I need this.
I mean, that's pretty cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I bought a Halloween dress off ModCloth just because I felt like I was
Oh, are you gonna wear it before or after? You can't wear it after.
On Halloween.
Oh, just only. So you're not gonna. So basically,
I bought these from Free People. They're vegan. I bought them. I just did. I just went ahead and bought them.
Right.
I bought the spy things I could spy on the meth heads in my neighborhood.
Ooh. Too bad that doesn't record though.
Yeah, that would be if I could do that and put like yakety sax music behind it, like Benny Hill music. That would be dope. Yeah. I could make millions on YouTube for that. That'd be
Veronica,
great.
what have you bought lately? Come on, show off your swag.
I just told you I bought a Halloween dress, but
you didn't show we gotta see it.
What is it?
You gotta screen share it.
Okay,
or just show the dress.
You find it, and I'll tell you guys what I'm drinking if you care.
Okay.
We care. What are you drinking?
We're still gonna do it.
Okay, so this town has a Pepsi mill, or I don't know, whatever. Yeah, and so it's so hard to find Diet Coke, which I'm a Diet Coke rather than if I'm going to drink a diet soda, you know. So this is Diet Pepsi. I'm getting used to it. It's weird and gross, but so Diet Pepsi and some kind of really good bourbon that I just ruined by putting in Diet Pepsi.
You know what? If you can't find
enhanced it. Ooh, Veronica's doing a fashion show.
Oh, let's see Veronica.
Oh my God.
Got skulls on it.
Oh my God,
that
that
is so cute.
Skeletons.
That is so cute. And it's a little, look at the little collar.
Collar on it. Oh my!
It's not really my. I guess I do actually have like 3 things with that exact collar on it. Never mind. Yeah. Totally my style.
I think it's adorable, and I cannot. Please take a picture.
Yeah,
they sell it on ModCloth. It's like $75.
That's worth every dollar.
I haven't tried it on yet though. It just came today, so it might not fit, and then I can't wear it. But at least we saw it.
We saw it.
Yay!
I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween, but I bought Calliope's outfit, and Amazon did ship it. So.
Oh, you want it to be a surprise, probably.
No, I'm gonna post a picture of her. Like I try not to post that many pictures of her, but that's gonna be.
Oh, come on,
adorable.
She's too cute.
I can't help it. I would post a picture every day, but I don't want her to be like a public figure. I'm trying to be a good mother, not a bad one. The inner mother I really want to be. Okay, guys, I guess we're here. I could chat about everything else, but we do have a book club we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that I'm gonna dress Shepherd up as Star-Lord. So
Star-Lord?
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be so cute for him. He's gonna be so cute.
right,
Uh
Star-Lord, man.
I think I might go as Tina from Bob's Burgers just because I already kind of look like her.
Yeah, you should do
that's a
that.
good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So you
guys,
might-
I'm going to do the local meeting shout outs. If you are, I mean, if you're still here, you're probably a regular, so I'm not going to have to explain this to you. September 2nd, the Vaginistas met in a Google Hangout. September 9th, the Central European Tarts met in a Google Hangout in Europe. September 10th, the Viking Booties, our very loyal Swedish group, did their Google Hangout. September 10th, Cloudy with a Chance of Clitlet met in Seattle, Washington at the Lake Forest Park Third Place Books. Go if you're in Seattle. September 16th, Books, Booze, and Board Games met in London, which I'm jealous. I would love to go to that one because I want some board games in me. September 29th, the Orange County Ambassadors of Smut met in Tustin at the Coffee Grinder. September 30th, the Yearning Yinzers met in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the Map Room at the Regent Square. That's weird. The Map Room? I hope that's a coffee place.
That sounds amazing.
I
know.
Map room.
That sounds cool.
I'm gonna build a map room in my house.
I know. And October 5th, the Cleft of Shadows tonight met in Area 52 live 1 hour before the Virtual Fantasy Hangout. If you guys want to join WoW, that is the guild to join. So they sound awesome.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can say that, I guess. I mean, I'm partial to AIE, but that's just my own personal decades-long bias.
And you're Horde, aren't you?
Yep.
So, whatever.
I have an active account right now, actually. Which
What?
Crazy. I played until 110 and then I stopped again, but I didn't cancel the account. So technically I'm still in WoW.
I would love to go back to that. But last night I played 30 minutes of Cooks Are Delicious 2, guys. Guys.
What's that?
What's
Oh
that?
my God. You haven't played Cooks Are Delicious?
No.
Okay, first of all, you play the first one on your phone, so download it immediately. Second of all, Cooks Are Delicious. Too.
No,
Cooks Serve Delicious.
Delicious. Yeah.
Then the second one is so good. Oh my God, it's so much more complicated, and there's so many
hard.
recipes. It's
Cooks
so
Are
hard.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Bloody Albatross, no updates. I haven't booked any conventions for next year, except one I actually did, but I can't announce it yet. But it's
Cooks
been the
Serve
States.
Delicious.
Cooks Serve Delicious 2 is so good.
Not Cooks Are Delicious.
I know. That's like, is this a cannibal? Is this a cannibal game?
I feel like you,
No.
Veronica, you gotta just accept it and then
Cook Smurf Delicious. No, Jeremy, damn it. You can get the first one on your phone. This is War Peacock. Yes.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm not articulate. I'm always tired all the time. Okay.
No, I just like the idea of a cannibal game where you just eat famous chefs. I would play.
I mean, you are what you eat, so you feed the chefs really delicious food that they make for themselves.
Gordon Ramsay filled with like Twinkies. That would be.
I would eat Julia Child in a heartbeat.
She's dead.
That's what she said.
Right now.
Who cares if she's dead? I mean,
I would eat that Jamie guy.
Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, I would eat.
Oh, I would too.
I bet he has a lot of butter and veg.
He's so succulent.
He's delicious looking, isn't he?
Guys, my baby, I don't mean to say this and I know if it's creepy, but my baby has such beautiful size. I'm like, if
oh no, I know what you mean. I know.
He's just a little plumpster.
She's so chubs and it's cute. And I can't stand it.
Delicious.
I love it when I see her socks and then her chub is coming out of the socks.
Yeah,
she's got
chub everywhere. Yeah. This is weird. Matthew Kitson, we haven't even gotten there.
What's the phenomenon where you want to put cute things in your mouth, like baby chicks, and just like hold them there?
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing? Is that a name? There's a name
it's actually a thing that people talk about on the internet all the time. And I suffer from this as well. When I see something very small and cute, like a kitten or a baby chick or a duck or something, or like a puppy, I don't want to eat them. I just want to hold them in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, and I Googled it once, and there is, of course, because of course there is.
Of course.
There's a whole world of people who just like to think about the idea of just like maternally holding it in their mouths, not chewing it, not swallowing it, just like
kind of like moving it from one place to another from the nape of their little necks.
yeah, or no, just like yeah, I don't know. So it's apparently
Good
that's a
dog
thing.
is like, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna regret the day he ever started talking to me. Yeah, it's not. Apparently, it's just. I think you just want to keep him safe somehow.
Is that the same kind of thing as if you're near the edge of a tall building, you want to jump, you have the impulse to jump?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Yeah, I have that. I don't have that. Yeah. I just feel drawn like a magnet to the edge, so I can't go on rooftops that aren't like heavily fortressed, or I'll jump.
All right, so I guess I have to cancel all of our trip to Dubai that I was planning. That sucks. Well,
I mean,
that was
awkward.
On House Hunters International, I was like, nope, I don't want to be there.
No.
They did. I was like, I wouldn't live in any of those places. Boom.
Yeah, there's too much sandstorm stuff in Dubai. I always had that feeling that I had sand in my teeth, and I can't do that. So
Well, also the water is really it's disgusting. There's problems.
and it's like super hot there. I would combust the minute I got off the plane. I'm like,
true. It's like 120. Crispy Chong says my baby's all ouchy bones. It hurts having my lap. Crispy, you need to feed that baby.
oh, I have a baby question for you. Does your baby have the super sharp baby nails yet?
Yes, she has little raptor nails. Yeah.
No, I have a baby too.
I know, but your baby's older. Yeah, but you don't have a baby. You have a toddler. You have a toddler, and
he's
toddlers...
past the needing to wear little baby glove phase.
Yeah,
no,
so he doesn't like scratch his eyes out.
He still needs to. He still
Really?
he has a big
Does
speck in
he?
his nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not leaving you out, Kyla. I just assume that Shepherd is not a danger to us all with the fingernails.
Oh my God! Do you know he pulled his closet door off yesterday?
What?
Yes, I went in there to get him from his nap because I heard he was awake. I go in there and the thing is laying on the ground, and I try not to have a heart attack.
Oh my God, that's scary.
Yes,
Have
it's
you,
terrifying. We took them both off. They're gone. They're not there. And then today he figured out how to open the door to his room. So I learned a lot about how doorknobs work, and that is not ever happening again. And I spent 2 hours fixing that.
Oh, wow. Does he have, when you saw him, was his clothes all ripped? I
know. He's like 4. I don't know what. I'm
like, if you have a Hulk baby, that's another thing.
Crispy Chong, just for the record, has an 8-year-old, so she's not malnourished. Doesn't have a malnourished baby.
Oh, wait. We're echoing again.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It's you or somebody else.
Change anything.
I didn't do anything. All right, let's keep going.
Keep going.
Guys, we should talk about this book, even though I don't know if there's that much to talk about, but...
Oh, really?
I liked it.
There's stuff to talk about. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if there's so much to talk about.
Do you want me to read the thing?
Yeah. You want to read it?
Here, I'll hold it up. You read it. I'll hold it up.
Okay.
Catalina Cat Fiza is a powerful clairvoyant known as the Kingmaker. This smart-mouthed soothsayer has no interest in her powers and would much rather fly under the radar, far from the clutches of her homicidal mother. But when an ambitious warlord captures her, she may not have a choice. Griffin is intent on bringing peace to his newly conquered realm in the magic-deprived South. When he discovers Cat is the Kingmaker, he abducts her. But Cat will do everything in her power to avoid her dangerous destiny and battle her captor at every turn. Although up for the battle, Griffin would prefer for Cat to help his people willingly, and he's ready to do whatever it takes to coax her, even if that means falling in love with her.
That was so cheesy the way you did that last thing.
I know, it was intentional.
It was really good. We have a lot of comments in chat about this book, and I agree with a lot of them. But we're going to go one by one and talk about it. This was my last minute choice, by the way. Oh, so I should go first because this is my last minute choice because Kyla got really sick and had some weather issues and a lot of things. So we missed her last time. So I just randomly picked this book because I wanted to read it. And I saw that it was picked as an alt book. So I figured, some people might have already read it and enjoyed it. I personally, I agree with a lot of the comments in chat right now that it was very middling.
Wait, what does that mean?
That was like a 3 out of 5, a solid 3 out of 5.
Okay. I thought it was a sex thing, and I was like, wait, what's middle?
No, it was just middling. Yes, in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
That can be.
I guess,
Can be
yeah.
middling.
I just, I like to keep up on my sex jargon.
Like topping, isn't that a thing?
Yeah. Or pegging.
Pegging.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pegging.
That's the
So
thing.
middling sounds like maybe you're having sex with someone who's really into like medieval.
Or you only use your middle finger.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's small finger.
Sorry.
Or it could be like about jousting or something. I don't know.
Crispy Chong says the subsequent books get better. Okay. Yeah, I saw, there's a lot of things I really enjoyed about this book. I enjoyed, especially the first third. I enjoyed the world building. I actually really enjoyed the main character. I just really hated the guy, Griffin. I was not attracted to him in the least. He was a creep. And I just didn't want them to get together. So, and it just was very repetitive about her resisting getting with him, you know? And so I didn't care toward the end about it because I was like, you guys should have done this 5,000 pages ago. Yeah. And I felt like it should have been literally the end of the first book should have been the first third of a real book. So it sounds like she stretched it out into a trilogy and it was just repetitive. So I really liked a lot of the things in it. The world building, I love the main character. If there had been no romance, I would have been like, this is an amazing book. So that was my overall impression. What do you guys think? Who wants to go next? Veronica, go.
Oh, always me.
Yes. You.
I liked it. I did like it. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool how OP Kat was. Like, it was kind of cool that she was just like, oh, I'm just going to absorb fire breath and melt everybody. Like I thought it was cool that she was the Deus Ex Machina that like showed up at the last minute to like save everyone's butt. That was kind of a nice turn for what we're used to. But yeah, the back and forth bullshit between her and Griffin, it was just like, oh my God, come on. I feel like we get that same conversation in like every one of these books. And I think it's just because it's like a really easy way to build up like tension or sexual frustration between the characters. And so when it finally happens, it's like, or like, like everywhere. So, but like, yeah, she was a little bit like, frustrating sometimes, and it was also that same thing where like she's not sharing what's going on, and so many problems in all of these books would be solved by someone just opening up a little bit.
Yeah, like her big secret. If he doesn't really know what's going on,
if he hasn't figured it out by now,
oh boy,
he's a real dum-dum.
I mean, I think he is kind of a dum-dum, but maybe like even more dum-dum than I thought.
And I was also very confused by the sister, like the queen sister. That's like, the whole thing was like, she was like, oh, she's a great leader, and then she's like, basically doesn't do anything. She's such a milksop. Yeah. I was like, well, where's this kick-ass woman? I can't wait to meet. Be super powerful and like, go head to head with Kat and like, be allies, and instead she's just kind of like simpering and like. So that bothered me a little bit. And their like weird flirty relationship with like the brother and the friend was kind of like, she took it a little too far maybe. Like, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, if you're like, I don't know, it was a little bit much for me. Although it was ancient Greece or ancient Greek-like civilization where, rules are different. It's all good.
Yeah. Why couldn't she have all 4 of them?
Yeah,
that would be like a Laurel K. Hamilton version of
this. We haven't had one of those in a while.
I know. That's what we need to have is another like either orgy book or poly relationship.
We should read that Mary Gentry book because she gets she gathers 7 dudes and they just have to do her until she gets pregnant. That's the whole point of that.
Really?
Yeah, it's the whole point of that series.
Ugh. Oh my God.
Because she's the fairy queen. Well, she basically, I forget the premise of it, but she needs to have a baby. Her baby's the heir to the fairy realm, and she doesn't want to do it.
But I thought the whole point of fairies is that they steal human babies and then they become changelings.
Dude, I might be. Anyway, upshot is she has 7 dudes who all look different, including one little person and then one weird guy with one eye. Like there's a range of men that she has to do in groups. I stopped reading after the first 2. I was like, okay, I got it.
That's a little. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You lem things a lot later than most people.
I made it through the first 7.
and then I was like, I just
Honestly,
can't with this series anymore.
Yeah.
I don't normally limb things, but I had to. I mean, just a slight tangent. I had to limb Gerald's Game. So.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way I'm watching that on Netflix because I read it. I read it. No, I did too.
What are we talking about?
Gerald's Game on it's Stephen King's, based on Stephen King's book. It was supposed to be a companion to Dolores Claiborne because it happens, a lot of stuff happens during an eclipse. But it's just basically the gist, and I'm not doing any spoilers here because everyone who knows anything about this book or TV show is the gist of this is that this married couple decide to go off in a cabin and do some S&M bondage for the first time, which drives me crazy because when vanilla couples do bondage for the first time, but they know nothing about bondage, like safety handcuffs, you don't use police handcuffs, you use safety handcuffs. So if someone dies during sex,
like say,
like let's just say if someone has a heart attack and dies on top of you and you're in a cabin in the middle of nowhere and you're handcuffed to bed and you can't take yourself out of the handcuffs, you're screwed. But if you use proper bondage, but if you use proper bondage handcuffs, you wouldn't have that problem. Or if you had one hand free, or if you had a special mattress that has cuffs attached. Like there's so many different ways to do it.
There's a lot of nuances about cuffs I never knew.
Well, no, I mean, ever since like 50 Shades of Grey, I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh, let's spice up our marriage with S&M, but then they don't actually do any research. And like Good Vibrations here in San Francisco, which is a great sex store, they have like online tutorials on everything from paddling and spanking to safety words to handcuff shopping, all of that. So don't just go right into it. Like do some research, people. The more you know, the more you know.
Do a little Googling, guys.
Because that's how you get murdered by the freaking paranormal.
Research,
I assume is what happens.
Well,
as an off chance comment, Jessica, I agree with you. Obsidian Butterfly was when I stopped reading Anita Blake as well. I was like, I'm out. That's right before she is like, I need to have sex in order to release my magic. And
because I haven't read this, probably won't. What is like the breaking point in that book that is like, bye? Like what happens? What is like?
Is it Nathaniel? Is it she just starts having sex with the kid that she kind of rescues, and it's like, oh, he's a really long penis, and it's just I don't know. It was so long ago.
There's boundary issues I have with some of those books where it's like, okay, I can understand having sex with everyone you meet, but
I love Jean-Claude more than anything. Like I loved that character in that relationship, and suddenly she's just doing everybody.
Yeah. You shouldn't have sex with your adoptive anything.
He was over 18, but it's like she kind of takes him in. He was kind of abused and like, oh, it's fine. And then she starts having sex with him. It's just
that's not going to help the abuse issues.
No, that's
exactly.
That's not good.
He was a leopard or something. Anyway, I was just like, I'm out. Okay, this book. Oh, who hasn't gone? Okay, so we got Veronica. Bonnie.
Oh, wait, Kyla, you should go.
Kyla, go. What do you think about this book?
It was fine. There was a lot happening. There was like there were gods and goddesses. There was circus. There was
There was a circus.
I like how you're giving the summary. It's very bite size. It's good.
No, it just felt like it just felt like there was like a lot happening. But I did like all of the courtly parts. I did enjoy that. I liked her powers.
Yeah, her powers were cool.
Her powers really were kick-ass.
Yeah. No, I didn't like Griffin. I didn't like him at all. And yeah, I didn't understand this alpha. Yeah, that's another thing. Like you have gods and goddesses, but then you've got this alpha beta thing, and they call like muggles the hoi polloi, which just doesn't make any sense to me because that's stupid. And then and then they call the people with magic they're like Mogwai or whatever. And then I don't know.
Mogwai, that's a gremlin.
I know.
Gremlin.
So like a lot of the terms I was just like, okay, I was accepting it. But I can't say that I loved the world building because it felt really complicated, but not in a way that like you can't follow.
Except when like just anything went wrong, and then just a god would appear and be like, "Hey, Deus Ex Machina
Yeah, like,
beauty. Here's some real Deus Ex Machina."
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
I like that. Deus Ex
So,
Machina. That's my
Deus-
next indie band name.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I guess my point is that I don't think that I would read the next one because except for I looked it up online, so they kind of but they so I no, I would not read more of this one, but I didn't not enjoy it. It was fine.
I definitely found the first half or first third better. I think
Yes.
the second half. So that was I saw some people in chat saying that as well, but I agree with that sentiment.
Because then you're just like, oh, maybe something interesting is going to be, and Griffin's not going to turn out not to be a dick face, or his sister's going to be amazing, and their whole thing is they're going to go to battle, and or anything else, and then it does not happen.
Yeah, it ends so abruptly. Again, we get another one of these. It just like
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't like that she gets kidnapped and then like they're like just all a bunch of bros that like her because she's one of those girls that guys like her.
Yeah,
have a girlfriend.
Totally. So Kyla, you nailed it. She's a person.
So I'm different.
Yeah.
I like football. I eat hamburgers, and I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been able to make girlfriends.
I don't know why.
I just hang out with the guys.
It just
Like,
seems
just
a
who I
bitchy
am.
all the time. Yeah.
And I'm not making fun of it. Like I was that person in like high school. So but like then I like made real important lady relationships in my life, like with those of you. But it is kind of tiring when people, and it's just a trope. It's like
I used to do that too, and it is. It's just I think it's a young thing to do.
Well, it's also
You
like
have to make yourself different and like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with the guys and be special, but they're all really have a crush on me, kind of. But that's
it's a weird.
But it's not cool because then they're all just hanging out with you because waiting to see which one gets to date you, and then if you date one of them,
it's over.
Oh God, that's a mess.
Yeah, try living with a bunch of guys and then you end up dating one. That's just
there's no winning in that.
Horrible. Yeah, I've been there. It's bad.
Although I genuinely did have a lot of guy friends, but I think that's if you're a nerd, you can be friends with guys like that, and you'd be like, oh, okay, we're just gonna hang out and play board games, cool.
But then I also had the other spectrum where I was like, I had a lot of gay guy friends, and I was sort of like the weird bisexual mascot girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That like, they just had me around because I was funny. I was like the Bette Midler.
Oh, okay, right.
Because gay guys like to have the funny girl around in the corner that can play piano.
Yeah, it's always good. Okay, so Bonnie, did you say what you liked about the book, or we?
Everyone kind of covered what I was gonna say. I didn't dislike the book. I don't know if I would read the next one. I might, just because it's a super fast read. But I did have problems with the dude, and honestly, I kept wondering if the book would have been better if her love interest was another woman.
Yeah, well, if it was the sister, that would have been such a good twist.
That would
she met the sister who actually for some reason did earn the fact that she's the alpha and ruler of this country and is not incompetent at dinner parties.
Yeah.
And then they fell in love, and it was like, peace out, Griffin. You guys are working for us now.
Yeah. I would have loved that. And I know it's a mean thing to do as a reader to think in hindsight, oh, this would have been better if you just switched genders, because it's hard to start a book series as an author. So I always give kind of a pass on the first book, kind of like when you give a pass on the first season of a TV show, because it has to like grow into itself.
The whole first season? I give a pass to like the first 2 episodes.
Maybe maybe half a season.
All right.
Half a season.
Show.
I mean, it depends. It's very hard for me to like get into a show right out of the gate. I mean, I was like that with Buffy and Lost Girls and Winona Earp and stuff like that, just because it was great characters, but they already
Justified first episode. Justified, I was just like, I'm in.
It's also Justified was also, I mean, all of those things were book series too. Bitten's the same way. So they're based on an established book series, so you already have great characters and dialogue and plots and stuff. But yeah, I didn't dislike the book at all, so I might check. I kind of want to check out her other books and see if the author
I feel like this was very much maybe a first book. I mean, I'm not saying it was badly written. I feel like I think she's a better fantasy writer than a romance writer. Like, because she would get on going, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is great, and the action scenes were really well written, and all the powers were imaginative, and then we'd be like, oh, the romance book trope number 7 has to go here between pages 200 and 220. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
So that's why I want to check out her other books, because I think she's a good writer. I just didn't really get into this book as much as I thought I might. But I did like the idea that the main character and her mom did not get along. I thought that was an interesting... We don't see that a lot in romance books. A lot of it is daughter-father relationships. So it's kind of cool to have her mom be total problematic and an interesting kind of angle.
Hit a little too close to home for me right now.
Well, we all have interesting parent relationships. So, I mean, I don't get... My mom and I are oil and vinegar a lot. So, but it was just interesting for me to read that in a romance book because you don't normally see that. Where unless it's like the evil stepmom type thing, but you don't really see that in romance books where it's the main character and the mom just butt heads constantly. So anyway,
I mean, you know what really also bothered me is that they go here and they kidnap a woman, and then they're all just like, oh, you're gonna get used to it. It's cool. The whole time I'm
he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Great.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
You're loving it. You're loving it.
Do you miss your friends? It's fine. It's fine. We'll invite them to the palace once in a while when you're dying.
Yeah, it was a little too Stockholm syndrome for me.
Let us tell you how you're going to feel. Oh,
Oh, you'll get used to it. Just shower naked next to this man while you're roped to him. It's cool. Why are you being such a bitch about it?
Yeah,
you know?
why is it bothering
just
you?
lighten up. Just lighten up.
Yeah. I mean,
when are you gonna get over this whole kidnapping thing?
I mean, Princess Leia was okay with Jabba, so no. I would honestly the whole Stockholm syndrome situation. I'm like, is this supposed to be sexy? I don't understand why.
They're totally like,
look, you're friends now.
We're cute. We're funny. We roughhouse. Come on. Yeah. Just to throw knives. We trust you enough because we don't see you as a big enough threat to not hand you knives to actually teach us with.
Yeah. I wish she had just at a certain point getting off the rope and then just fried them all into a barbecue and then brought them back to life and it's like, bye bitches.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing stopping her from having done that. I don't know why.
It was the magic rope, the magic rope of impenetrable magicness.
Yeah, that's bullshit. She had so many revenge moments she could have had that would have made this even better.
Yeah. And then it turns out Poseidon's all like, I forced you to be together. You got to be together. And she's like, I guess another man is telling me to be with this guy and be chained to him. Oh, I guess I'll do it.
Because I'm a guy's girl.
Just, exactly. Let's go all out for beers and play darts.
I don't want to be an annoying. I don't want to be an annoying feminist or anything. So I'll stay roped to this dude.
Let's go.
I said I liked this book, and now the more we talk about it, the more angry I'm getting at it.
The Tamaranean's like, why didn't Kat strangle Griffin with the magic rope? Good point.
Thank you. She should have pulled a Leia.
Also, Crispy Chong, again, makes a very good point in that I hate romance books where women are just slapping the men and punching them the whole time. That is not romantic. It is abuse.
It's
all right?
still abuse.
It is.
He shouldn't punch her. She shouldn't punch him, okay?
Nobody should be punching anybody.
No.
Unless they're Nazis.
Yeah,
I think we can draw the line at Nazis.
Yeah, we've all agreed that is where you could do that.
Yeah,
Can I just laugh about one thing about how they released the new Wolfenstein trailer today, and it was like kill Nazis, and everyone's like, why are you gonna make this political? And, it's like, do you literally know what that entire game series is about? It's about killing.
People are actually don't make it political.
Don't politicize. You're pandering to the rabid left.
What? Yeah. Don't you guys really shouldn't. You really shouldn't be mean to those poor little Nazis.
But it's just it would be like, why is Raiders of the Lost Ark politicized? Guys.
If they put out a special 2017 director's cut of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Politicized.
Libtards ruined it.
We are living in some scary times. Scary times.
Honestly, guys. I just updated an article because I wrote an article for about San Diego Comic-Con about how with all of our mass shootings, I think we're almost up to 300 this year. It's like 247 or something is the number right now of mass.
I believe it's higher than the days in the year so far.
Yeah, of mass shootings in the United States. So I was like, so I wrote this article about cosplayers that have guns as part of their characters' costumes. How do they deal with the fact that they're going to conventions now where they have to check their weapons, or every convention has different rules of like what's acceptable, what's not. So I updated it for New York Comic Con, updated the article for New York Comic Con this weekend. And New York Comic Con did something that I have never seen on a cosplay rules section of a convention FAQ. They had a whole section dedicated to, we will not tolerate any Nazi cosplay or any.
Yeah, they did that at Rose City here in Portland too.
Did they? Because I thought it was Ku Klux Klan for Rose City, not Nazi.
No, it was Nazis.
Was it? Okay, cool.
Any kind of hate group.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, the more I'm glad that
some guys showed up though, like in these like I will say impeccable Nazi uniforms, but then with like Hello Kitty armband, you know, like, and they thought that was cool and it would make it okay, and they were clearly just messing with people. Then they got kicked out. So.
Yeah, like I know at Denver Comic Con there was no Ku Klux Klan as part of the thing, which is like
That's
clearly
cosplay.
Like, why do you have to say that?
I kind of understand, like, because there's been like, you know,
if you
Red Skull or like whatever.
Well,
But,
or like Indiana Jones, like tout.
like, when did the KKK show? I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that because 10,000
oh God, don't say anything.
Will show me every single example of the KKK in comic.
Right. Well,
yeah, like when did that become a costume?
Like
I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
Like ghosts.
Like Manfred said something funny. He said, "I find trolls easier to ignore when I think to myself, they're all Russian hackers or in their employ." I literally think that whenever I see somebody on Twitter just makes a nonsense comment that is just like so stupid or ignorant. And I'm just like, oh.
Just like, oh, the AI is getting really good.
That is really cool right now. Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in because it's interesting how cosplay rules for conventions now are trying to accommodate safety issues for mass shootings and Nazis.
Yeah.
It's scary that one guy tried to stab that he wanted to stab the Green Lantern or the green
oh, that's
guy,
right.
you know.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Was that Phoenix? The Phoenix Comic Con stabbing that almost happened?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's scary. I mean, it's scary, but a lot of the cosplayers, a lot of the cosplayers that put a lot of time and energy to their giant Thor hammers or their, you know, their was it the Halo?
Oh yeah. Halo outfits are amazing.
Like all the
and Fallout Brotherhood armor. Oh my God, there's some great stuff at Dragon Con.
But they've all all the people I interviewed for that CNET article, they're like, you know what? If it makes the convention safer, I am totally okay.
There's a reason they're smart, awesome people.
Yeah,
I know. Chewy Sugar says this got super serious.
Anyway, sorry. How did we even get on?
I don't know.
We talk about Nazis.
How do we ever anything?
Because we live on because it is a weird time and there's no way to avoid talking about it.
Anyway.
It's really weird. Anyway, okay, so we have some forum questions. I don't know. Does anybody have any other observations about the books before we go to the forum questions? Because I think we covered a lot of it.
We covered a lot.
Did they ever say what Kat looked like? Because I don't remember.
Didn't she have brown curly hair?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And she was voluptuous. I remember that they made a whole thing about her not being skinny, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Greek and Roman mythology, and I love that idea. And there were even the cheesy ones where they just kind of like, hey, I'm going to give you a necklace, and the god of hell is just going to help you out of this problem. I still like those parts. I just really didn't like Griffin, and I didn't want them ever to get together. Ever.
No. And I like romance books where there's a bunch of gods thrown in, just because I think that's an interesting element.
Yes.
Well, I like that too, but if that's if it's just that, if this was just like a lot of things.
There's a lot of stuff. The circus that was a wild one.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said good casting was Mila Kunis. I totally agree with you. That's the one person I would have imagined, except maybe a curvier.
Yeah, I would say Jessica Biel or Gail Gadot.
And Jason Momoa is Griffin, even though that guy's hella sexy.
I can see that. Okay. Yeah.
I picture him.
I do not find him sexy.
He hugged me. He's sexy.
He hugs the eyes.
Oh,
it's the eyes for me.
The eyes, yeah.
It's one of those guys you'd have 5 hours with them and he'd just dump you, and sometimes that may be okay, and most of the time it's not. But that one time is.
I feel like there would be a lot of musky, like leather cigar smells going on.
I would make him bathe. Okay, I'm sorry. You have to shower that off.
I don't know though. I feel like he just probably keeps the man scent in his hair too. Like he doesn't.
I would shampoo him.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like
Take a
someone who.
bath. Nice bath.
Jason Momoa doesn't look like he could keep a lavender scent on him.
It would slough off.
It would just the manliness would just.
It would repel it.
Doesn't he smell like lemony soap?
Yeah, like he would be. I don't think he could verbena it. Like he would just literally, it would just be sandalwood.
Taste says that Momoa did a joke, quote unquote, about getting to rape a beautiful woman in Game of Thrones. Ooh, he did. He said that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, okay. Ruined. Thank you.
Well, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, like I feel like every guy that I like am into in Hollywood eventually gets outed as like a total sex perv asshole, and I'm like, God damn it, why aren't there any?
No, there's some really good people. Toronto Gal says 5 hours to shampoo him and then he leaves. That's exactly the kind of date I want, Toronto Gal. You got me.
Know what? I feel like that could be a job opportunity where you could open up a smelly hot guy shampoo parlor.
Just bathe them and that's it. No, you can't. Yeah, that's the closest we get. It's my hands on their scalp.
Yeah,
I like. I would do that.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you see a movie where it's a hot guy, but he was like homeless for a while because he's hiding out, or he was like escaping the law, or he had like parents that he was avoiding, and then all of a sudden he's clean again. It's like,
like an Outlander, you know, like when this season and when he finally cleans himself up. But like for the first 2 episodes, you're like, oh my God, Jamie, take a shower. Gross.
Yeah, or like Doctor Strange, where Benedict Cumberbatch is like, he has like Tibetan, you know, smelly homeless guy thing going on.
No, that was so unactive.
No, and it's like, and he's like, even his like scraggly fake beard, I'm like, oh no, dude, no.
Well, I just don't think that Cumberbatch could actually grow a beard. I just don't think he can.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I love him. I just don't think he can.
If you want to see him with a really hot beard, he did play Vincent Van Gogh in a biography.
It's probably a fake beard though, because he's a natural redhead. He's like a little ginger. He dyes his hair very dark.
I know.
Jason,
so the carpet don't match the drapes.
Why are you saying this like you think I don't know every fact about Benedict?
I know.
Oh, we're talking about Benedict. I thought we were still on Jason Momoa. I was like, he's a secret ginger?
That would be weird. That would be weird. That would be interesting.
What?
Okay. Sarah, we got 5 questions and I really want to do them. Okay, Sarah from the forum asked, if you had to choose only one of Kat's powers to have, invisibility, magic absorption, or lie detection, among the ones that we knew about, what would you choose and why?
Magic absorption.
Yeah, the lie detection one seemed really unpleasant.
Yeah. It's just painful. I don't want
No, baby, you look great tonight.
Yeah,
invisibility.
People lie all the time. I learned that from House, right? That's the thing.
That's the thing you learned from House?
That's
your takeaway.
That is my takeaway from House. Is that everybody lies all the time. So why would you want that? That's painful and it hurts.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No.
I mean, honestly, you can kind of tell if someone's lying if you know them well enough because of poker tells and micro expressions. So it's, you know.
I can tell when people, that's why I can kind of tell when they're not paying attention, and that makes me uncomfortable, especially in auditions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. I kind of like it when people lie to me, so I don't want no.
Why do you like that?
Well, no, you know, like the white lies. Like, you know, you look really great. Your hair looks amazing. Have you lost weight? Like, I love those lies.
But your hair could still look amazing. It's just their perception of your hair might not be amazing, but they might have bad taste about your hair. So it'd be really hard to, like, if your lie detection is going off, like, beep, 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 beep. They're lying, but they're lying because they don't think your hair looks good. But then you'd be self-conscious because you think your hair doesn't look good. You don't know they might not have good hair.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you don't know what their taste level is.
Who else said invisibility? They wanted that.
I would do invisibility because I want to spy on people. I do enjoy that.
I love the idea of invisibility, but I know the first thing that would happen to me is I'd get hit by a bus.
Wouldn't you just get out of the way of the bus?
You can still see the bus isn't invisible.
Well, because I feel like you forget you're invisible when you're invisible, and also you get like.
So wait, you just walk around hoping that buses don't hit you in the middle of the street. You just assume that because they can see.
No, I mean, I feel like I would get like
personal responsibility, body.
That seems irresponsible.
I feel like I would get.
It's not gonna hit me.
Okay, touche. Sorry. Touche. Touche.
Okay.
What was her other one? Magic absorption?
Magic. So remember, she
that's
swallowed
what I-
somebody's dragon fire fart, and then she just exploded out of her mouth, and it was kind of amazing.
Why? What? Okay, I don't even remember.
She can absorb people's magic and then blow it out like her mouth. So if somebody can like blow fireballs out their mouth, she can absorb that and then blow it back at them, kind of like Kirby. She was basically Kirby.
Yeah, it seems very specific. I don't like any of these magic powers.
Well, she was like, what's her Marvel with the Rogue?
Or the girl in
Jubilee, which was the one that could
the
do
one in Legion.
the one who could absorb the famous Marvel one.
Based on I think it was Jubilee, that she was based on.
It was Jubilee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, Chewy's saying Rogue. They're all saying Rogue now.
They're all saying Rogue.
Yeah, but the one in Legion was based. It was like a cross between the two of them.
Yeah, and by the way, most superpowers, especially when it's female characters in DC and Marvel, there's multiple characters that have the same power.
Do the same stuff. Yeah,
they just couldn't keep track of them.
Folks, I do not. I'm not a comic book person. Never hold me to that standard. I'm like, the one with the thing.
Right.
Yeah,
that's me.
Right. I mean, there's certain that are very specific, but for the most part, a lot of them share the same kind of stuff.
It was Jean Grey I think it was Jean Grey. The Tamarania is correct.
Yeah.
What?
No,
was it Jean Grey?
No, it was not Jean Grey.
No,
it was Rogue because she had to wear the gloves.
She was psychic.
Huh?
Jean Grey was.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I don't know.
Sparkle. She was the shittiest one.
I don't even know anymore.
The worst power. Okay.
But no, she actually turns out to have that. She is one of the strongest.
Yeah,
most powerful.
She goes evil pretty quick though.
She was underestimated, and then that's true. Oh, Tim Rainey was joking.
Mm.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Matthew asked, if you could have a magic-based circus act, what would it be? I like this question.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I would make flowers come to life and dance ballet.
Oh,
wouldn't that be pretty?
Oh, that would be pretty.
You just turned into a little fawn right when you said that. I saw it happen.
That's a Disney movie.
Beautiful.
Make it happen. Yeah, I like that.
It was beautiful.
Horrible.
I don't know. It just seems like that would be a good act, guys.
That would be a good act. I like the idea of making people disappear. So,
forever?
Me becoming invisible, my circus act would be like any hecklers out there. I'd be like poof, and then they would like disappear to Guantanamo or
just kind of
Dubai
Sophie drive by behind you. It's really cute.
She just woke up,
like yawning and like.
She has really bad arthritis, so now her dog bed has just become this giant like world of blankets and like stuff over there. So she just sleeps over there and then does the drive-by when she hears me talk. Anyway, so I would make people in the audience disappear I didn't like. That would be my circus act. Or maybe they would just turn into a thing of glitter exploding. So glitter exploding hecklers.
She's doing a loop. She just went by again and sneezed again.
Yeah, she's trying to get my attention. Oh.
She's saying, Mom.
Get out of there. Get out of there, Mom.
I don't know about the circus thing, you guys. I have no idea.
Magic. You have magic, and you need to put on a show. I mean, what's wrong? You can do anything. You just blow bubbles at your butthole. I mean, what do you want?
Oh, it's that kind of circus.
That's something I hadn't thought about.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to make it look like, do like Cirque du Soleil stuff, like with hoops and everything.
French.
Mm-hmm.
Only, but like instead of like a guy or another girl, catching me or I'm hanging from her, it's like a tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I mean, another one could do, instead of real animals, you have like Patronus animals that you like do tricks with.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like an owl or stag.
Yeah.
Or
So
something.
instead of abusing animals in a real circus, you could abuse like ghost animals. I shouldn't say abuse.
I would never abuse them. No. See, I would use my powers because I think one of them would be levitation to make sure that we all.
Oh, that's a good one. Levitation.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
We're
good.
like in our own little safe bubbles.
Yeah.
But nobody knew that. So they would all be like, ah, but it was fine.
I'm just trying to think of like traditional circus acts, and it's always like creepy clowns animal
But
tricks.
in the book, they were not traditional circus acts
I know.
necessarily. Like the guy like blew fire everywhere. Like that was pretty good.
Yeah. But that's traditional, actually, to blow fire everywhere.
All right, that is true. Okay, Emma. Okay, next question. These are really good questions, you guys. Emma asks, a lot of the characters seem to have patron gods or goddesses that they were connected to in some way, whether it was a relationship or a protector. What god or goddess would you be associated with, and why?
That's a great like Dionysus.
I know, right?
What was the one that just has orgies and drinks a lot and eats whatever?
Dionysus.
Bacchus. Dionysus.
Bacchus, Dionysus. Yeah, I guess it would be
Same
Roman
guy.
versus Greek. Yeah, same dude.
Wow.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. I was
Go
going to say Diana the Huntress, but then like I don't actually want to kill the animals.
Maybe you could be.
I just want the outfit and be able to.
You could be
Diana
Diana.
outside.
You could be Diana the Hugtress, and you could hug all the animals.
That would be
hunt all the
great.
animals.
But I still want to carry the bow and arrow so I can kill. It'd be, you know, it'd be really cool is if I could kill the people that were killing the animals.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or wound them. You know, I don't.
No, I'm okay with you killing poachers.
You stole mine. That was gonna be mine too. I like that one.
Diana?
Yeah, Diana.
Yeah.
Artemis.
I wouldn't want I mean, like, I think maybe Apollo, because he covered musicians, and he also covered doctors, and he had that chariot he had that didn't he pull the sun? Apollo pulled the sun out.
Did.
Yeah, and I feel like that'd be a fun trip to do every morning. Like, hey, let's get some coffee and just pull the sun out. Okay.
But you have to get up so early. Are you a morning person?
I now am a morning person because Calliope likes to wake up all night. She wakes up all night, guys. It's not good. See this face? This didn't used to look like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One day.
It's
okay.
Well, Shepard's in there right now, just banging his feet on the door and giggling.
Just like hack it on the internet, just like whatever it is toddlers do these days.
I don't.
On 4chan.
He just sits in there and plays with stuffed animals and giggles and stuff, and it's like yells.
Amusing himself. Calliope can't go to sleep unless I lay with her for an hour, and I understand that's not good sleep training. She's trained me to sleep.
Yes, you're not doing the sleep training, but that is your choice.
My choice is to not do that, and I'm fine with anybody else doing it with their children.
Exactly, that's always the way it should be.
Okay, next question. 2 more questions, very quick. Rachel, I was not a big fan of Griffin. Testify, but I loved all the members of the beta team. All the guys or girls. Selena sounded hot in this story. Who, out of all the guys, who would you have had the hots for, and why? I had the hots for Carver because he was Mr. Knife Man and he was slim and he was Griffin's brother, so that would have really fucked him.
TBH, they all kind of blended together with me. I couldn't keep any of them straight.
So, I'm glad that we learned that you have a thing for knives.
I just think a guy with a skill. Like she was amazing at knives. The other guy with the axe who couldn't do the knives, not sexy. All right.
Yeah, I don't think an axe is sexy. I don't think like a guy who could do stuff with an axe is sexy. I just don't.
Okay.
You don't have like a Paul Bunyan fetish?
No.
Yeah.
That would be a lot to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. And also the whole Babe the Blue Ox sex thing is a little
I don't know.
Very weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird myth, you guys.
That's a weird relationship right there.
I don't get it.
I don't either. It's hard to compare to a giant blue ox. I would not want to deal with that.
Well, it's like Catherine the Great, right? And
that wasn't true. That was false news.
We don't know that Paul Bunyan. That was fake news.
No, the Catherine the Great thing. That was like Donald Trump fake news shit going.
I know it was.
It was. They besmirched her, although it was crazy. There's a book called The Romanovs that I'm slowly making my way through, and the stories that this guy uncovered they are wackadoodle. They were crazy. It was
she did
awesome.
She did have those chairs and stuff with penises and stuff.
Oh yeah, they had that stuff.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't have that?
If you have all the talent in the world and you're just inbred, it's hard.
Yeah. Plus, there's a whole section of IKEA that. Anyway.
All right, last question. Jess asks, what precisely does sunshine smell like? Since Griffin smelled so much like sunshine.
Oh, I can totally, like for me, it's, okay, this is going to be like maybe the whitest thing I've ever said. It smells like the hot baked earth in like Napa Valley on like a summer day.
You're right, it's so white.
Right?
Just
But that's exactly
No,
like
you're
when I smell
drinking-
that very specific smell. Like to
You're
me,
drinking a
that's-
rosé, and you're
like a
Chardonnay.
a chilled rosé.
Okay.
Never a Chardonnay. What are you talking about? Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. No one drinks that.
No one drinks Chardonnay. My mother
like
drinks Chardonnay.
Drinking
Anyway.
like a butter.
You
like
just
a
ruined
stick of
my
butter.
Sorry, what are you drinking then? What are you drinking?
Chardonnay
Rosé.
with ice cubes.
Oh
Rosé. She's clearly drinking a rosé.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, if we're talking about what we're drinking when we're smelling sunshine, I'm thinking Bartles and James at this point. So
Gross. I'm judging you now. No, I'm not.
I don't care.
No, we're in the tree of trust. Never.
Okay, so Tree of Trust, what does the sun smell like? To me,
There
it
was
smells
a
like.
reverse Sophie drive by.
I know, she just is so annoyed with me. She's probably gonna have like a top hat act behind me. Like,
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
To me, the sunshine smells like burning because every time I go out in the sun, I feel like I'm getting a sunburn. But that's just because I'm goth and I can't. Sunshine.
You're the evil day star.
Yeah, sunshine to me doesn't. I guess it's. I keep thinking it's supposed to smell like lemons, but I think that's just propaganda from dishwashing liquids. So I don't. Right? Because every time
the lemon lobby is really.
Yeah. Well, it's called Dawn. I mean, the whole Palmolive Dawn, like lobby. That for whatever
I would definitely
reason,
say it's like lemon basil. Have you ever smelled lemon basil?
You mean basil?
Basil?
Oh, shut up. when it came out of my mouth as basil, and I'm like, you should bail now. It's basil. And
Wait.
Bail.
Lemon basil.
Do you always call it basil? I think that's adorable.
It's like a family.
That's so
I
cute.
didn't want to say it like that. It came out of my mouth, and I just was like, "Go for it. Just go for it." It's like
They won't notice. They won't notice.
One time I was like trying to describe somebody. I went to Honduras, and everybody carried machetes, and I said machete, even though I wanted to say machete, but then I just went with it, and they were like machete.
That's actually, I like that. That's good.
Well, machete.
Machete.
That's fun to say.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
fun to say, right? It's a fun, but it's not accurate. I didn't want to say it like that.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I wasn't shaming you. I just thought it was cute, but I feel bad.
Chewy
now.
Sugar has a Yankee Candle burning right now. Is it sunshine flavored Chewy Sugar?
Well, wait. There's a difference between flavor, sunshine flavor, and sunshine smell.
Okay, to me, it smells like it smells like.
You have to use a word.
Yeah, I know. To me, it smells like, because I went to high school in Laguna, so to me it smells like freedom. It smells like me taking off at lunch and deciding not to come back afterwards. And
You went to high school in Laguna?
Driving through Laguna Canyon, and just.
Did you grow up in the same town? Where did you grow up in?
Laguna Hills.
Oh, Ryan grew up in Aliso.
Really?
Yeah.
Aliso Viejo? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So wait, back up. So sunshine smells like you skipping class?
Yeah, definitely. Because I would go.
Oh, okay, I can get that.
I'd drive to the canyon, and I would just like listen to my music, and then I go right to Laguna Beach, and I park, and I'd go to get the frozen yogurt at the frozen yogurt place, and I just sit on the
Go
beach.
Taco Loco.
All you want to
Go
do
Taco.
is have some
You know what?
Oh God, no! I was listening to The Smiths and the Stone Roses.
Okay.
way cooler.
Oh, I was thinking Jane's Addiction, but that works too.
I was thinking of No Doubt.
No doubt, yes.
I'm much older than that. No, and I listen.
Well, if we're going to talk about skipping class music, then it's going to be Black Flag. So that's how old I am.
Well, no, I love that. I love punk too, so that's fine.
So now that I think about it, skipping class now smells like American Spirits to me, not sunshine. But
Loads.
I didn't smoke or drink.
Oh.
okay.
I was I had sex. That's all.
If you skipped class with me, I would not force cigarettes on you, but you would smell like American Spirit.
I would.
Yeah.
My first husband smoked American
There
Spirit.
you go. Good times.
Yeah.
Good
Do
times.
you have any more questions?
No, we're done.
Oh my gosh.
We're done. We're gonna get out of here now. Well, okay. So next month is going to be.
Are we
I
going
guess
to
we'll
have
do the first. We'll do the first week of November again, you guys, since we're on a first week of first
Okay.
Tuesday. of the
Okay.
month.
First
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I'm gonna just check my schedule. It would
So
be
that would be
7th.
the 7th.
And we're going to read a book picked
Yay.
by
Kyla?
It is Kyla.
We might have to move it to another day that week, guys. Just FYI, because I think that I might be out of town that day.
Okay.
But we will announce it. It will be that week, maybe a Thursday the 9th. I will confer with the other ladies.
Okay.
But Kyla picked it because she didn't pick last week. Last month. What was your pick this month, Kyla?
Okay, so I decided. Well, first I was going to do the
Night Circus.
Night Circus, right?
Oh,
right. 'Cause that sounded really good.
good
But then we looked it up and then realized that way back in the aughts or something when we started, we almost read that as an alt, and a lot of people had read it already, I think.
Yeah,
so
released to Reddit, so that might have had something to do with it.
Yeah. So I saw that this book was recommended as something you would like if you read that book. So anyway, it's called The Quick, and it's by Lauren Owen, and it's set in Victorian London. And it's basically just says, for fans of Anne Rice, the historian, and the Night Circus, an astonishing debut, a novel of epic scope and suspense that conjures up all the magic and menace of Victorian London.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds super good for October, like not scary, but like magic. And
I think it has vampires in it, though, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's going to be pretty good for October.
If it's not that long, if it's not a really long book, then maybe we could do like Thursday the 2nd, guys, because then we'd be closer to Halloween, because Halloween's on Tuesday night the 31st anyway, so we shouldn't have Vaginal Fantasy that night, so maybe we could do Thursday the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be okay for everybody. Okay, let's just tentatively say that and follow the forum if in case something happens, but we're going to just say it's Thursday, November 2nd would be our hangout time. And we're going to read this book called, what is it called again?
The Quick.
The Quick.
And it's by Lauren Owen.
Owen. Okay, and I'll list it on the website and everything and all that stuff. Okay, great. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And you guys have the good rest of the month. Anything else? Oh, I do a voice on Skylanders, and it all comes out on Netflix tomorrow. So if you want to check season 2 out of that cartoon, I have a very cute dragon that I voice. Okay.
And if you want another book to read, Sword and Laser is reading The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. And it's about the daughters of Jekyll and Hyde and Moreau, and Sherlock Holmes is in it, and Dr. Watson. It's really good. And Dr. Frankenstein's daughter, I think, is in it too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's like it's like a power teen group of like mystery solving daughters of famous scientists.
It's cool. Have that book.
And if you want another book to read, my book came out. So it's called J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World Movie Magic Volume 3 Artifacts. And it's a book, it's like an encyclopedia that talks about how all the props were made for all 8 Harry Potter movies and the Fantastic Beasts movie. And it's got everything in there about like little interviews and stuff with the prop master and the art directors and stuff about how they made all the labels on the spell bottles and how the wands were made and things like that. But it came out, it's supposed to come out October 10th, but it came out on September 27th. So it's out.
Nice. Congrats.
Very cool. Yeah, okay, check it out.
That's really cool.
Thank you, Sean Sandalooky for organizing us. There's a really great alt book that they're going to read that I lost the link to. So just go to goodreads.com/Vaginal Fantasy for that and the reread this month, which I think is Crucial Dart. So lots of awesome things going on the forum. And thank you, mods, for keeping it clean in the chat. And we will see you next month. Okay, bye.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.